Wherever you might be, it's time to tune in because we are about to dive into one of Australia's most mysterious cases that happened over 40 years ago.
I can't talk about Lisa very much as it still hurts too much.
She was very happy and she had, lots of friends.
People were worried that because I was Lisa Mott's sister that, something would happen to their children.
She was a great kid. She always smiled. She was just happy.
It impacted my life greatly, like my whole childhood was lost.
I felt somehow it was my fault.
I'm Sarah and you're listening to Vanished, where today I've invited crime journalist Alyssa to join me in unravelling the heartbreaking disappearance of Lisa Mott, a 12-year-old girl from the town of Collie in Western Australia.
Thanks for having me on. It's such an important story that needs to be brought to light.
So let's go back to the day of Thursday, October 30th, 1980. Can you break down what happened that night?
Around 6:45 p.m, Lisa left home to play basketball with her friends. It was only the third time her parents had ever allowed her to go out after dark, so it was a big deal for her. It started out as a totally normal night. They played their game and afterwards, around 8:45, they all went to get pizza.
I can just picture that moment, a bunch of kids laughing and having fun. No idea it would be their last time together.
Lisa was originally supposed to get a lift home with her friend's mum, but those plans fell through and instead she decided to walk home. Around 9 p.m, her friends walked her to the railway line on Forest Street. This was the last place she was ever seen before vanishing.
Can I ask, was there anything weird or suspicious reported that night?
Yes, in actual fact, Susan, one of Lisa's friends, recalls her approaching a parked yellow Holden panel van on her way back home. However, it drove off afterwards, and so she didn't think anything of it. For years, this was the only lead up until 2004 when another witness came forward and backed up her statement.
Yeah, I recently read an ABC article about that online actually. Apparently the police checked over 600 yellow Holden and Ford panel vans that were registered between 1970 and 1980. But unfortunately, none of these matched Susan's description.
What made the situation worse was that there was never a crime scene, not a single trace left behind, and no body ever found.
That's definitely one key reason why I'm so intrigued in this case. It's just like she vanished into thin air. I mean, I'm sure there's a few people out there that probably believe that. But surely, there has to be more to the case than that.
There were actually a lot of conspiracies around that time, as you can imagine. People even wondered if Lisa's case could be connected to the recently sentenced serial killers at the time, David and Catherine Burney.
I can't imagine what Lisa's mum and her two sisters, Bernadette and Vicky, had to go through, carrying all that weight from these endless questions and theories.
They definitely did suffer lots. Both Lisa and Bernadette suffer from PTSD that affects them every day. Never knowing what happened to her definitely broke their hearts. They need answers.
So, fast forward to March this year, I heard they reopened the case.
Yes, the police received new information about the panel car, so they set up a police mobile unit right in Collie, and it actually helped. So far, they've got over 190 new tips from the public.
Wow, that's actually a decent amount considering that was only a few months ago.
Yeah, one of those tips actually led them to the bushland in Mullabub, just south of Collie. There they found parts of the van which had been dumped years ago. The government is now offering $1 million reward for anyone who can help solve the investigation.
Hopefully someone comes forward about seeing, hearing or remembering even a small detail that could help. Well, thanks for coming on here with me today, Alyssa. We will be back soon with part 2 of the Lisa Mott story, where we're going to dive deeper into the yellow van found in the forest and discuss more about what the police have discovered.
Just an important message, if you have any information on Lisa's case, please contact Crime Stoppers on 0800 333 000. There's still a chance to bring her back home.
Yes, definitely. Thanks for listening to Vanished. We hope to see you back shortly, but until then, stay safe and stay curious.
Bye for now!